passion isn't everything. Passion is that intrinsic feeling you have inside yourself with a specific subject or thing that you do, which allows you to keep going and get better and continue to do things just for the sheer sake that there is nothing else you love more in your life to do. But that is not part of the whole equation to being successful at something. Because passion is often, as we see in many stories or many journeys that we see with other people, a double edged sword. Because, for one, passion can lead to unending effort and unending desire for something that can push us beyond our limits and can push us to achieve things beyond what we knew what was possible. But on the flip side, and I think we've all seen examples of this in our lifetime, is the price of obsession and the price of something which we believe in our hearts and minds is our passion and it's all we want to do, but can drive us into the ground. And it's a topic I want to talk about today because today we've seen lots of examples and we hear many voices talk about how we need to be obsessed with making money and obsessed with being successful, obsessed with doing everything in our power and making every decision in our lives to the betterment of ourselves, our situation, our family, our lives. And inherently, it's a good idea and it's a good methodology to use. But we also need to have in check our minds and our goals, and the decisions we're making always need to be thought out before making them just due to the cause of obsession and blind obsession, most importantly. Because blind obsession can lead us down to difficult paths and it can leave us in scenarios where we never wish we were, just because we did everything and anything to achieve our goals. There are many examples in this world of people making deals with not the best characters or individuals, people cheating, people bending and twisting their morals and values and ethical codes just to achieve a certain goal or desire, just to have it claw back at them and bite them a year later, 6 months later. And in my opinion, having a one moment of unintentional or unreal glory doesn't amount for you skipping out and losing the rest of your years dealing with the consequences of your actions. Because I think most people will find that in the end, all the actions and wrong doings that you made in your life to achieve that one specific moment of glory doesn't amount and isn't really worth all the suffering and sacrifice that you'll have to do after to pay for what you did to get there. And at the same time, passion is sometimes the greatest tool we can use to better ourselves and to achieve our dreams and goals that we want to have in life. Because being passionate about something truly lets us, being passionate and intelligent at the same time, truly allows us to and has been allowing us for all of human history, to allow us to make and create all the wonderful things in our lives that we use today and we will use in the future. A burning passion deep inside yourself, mixed with planification and discipline and thought out efforts to be efficient, is what makes something great. Having passion and being true to yourself and to your goal, and being someone who still has respect for themselves and for others while you're being passionate about your goals, is something that in today's age is truly notable and worthwhile to have. And we all have that passion. We all have that one thing where it's kind of difficult to explain if you never felt it, but I think most of all, we all have felt it at least once in our lifetime, where when you're doing something and you get completely lost in it, time does not function the same. Time is irrelevant, and nothing else exists in the world except that thing you're doing. It can be painting, it can be reading, it can be playing a sport, it can be playing a game, for example. It can be doing MMA, exercising, whatever. But that is pure passion. It's pure love and desire from the very bottom of your soul that you are feeling at that moment. And some things in life are going to feel that great and are going to feel that amazing when you make them and when you do them. And I would argue that doing that specific thing is one of, if not the best options for yourself. Because if you make a plan and you decide to use that to your advantage, work will not feel like work to you. Your passion and your desires will not feel like something that you are forcing yourself to do. There may be at times where you won't enjoy it specifically, but in the end, it's something that you always wanted to do, and it's something that you truly enjoy. And making a conscious plan to follow that and pursue that will always bring more benefit than fault in your life, I would say, because it allows you to make something great of it. It can be, especially in today's day and age, where anything can be monetized and anything can be used for personal betterment, be it in one way or another, financial or personal or professional. Pursuing that thing you love, let's say, for example, cooking. Let's say that when you're cooking and you're in the kitchen making dishes or creating new ones or prepping, time stops and you're so into your craft and you have absolutely pure love for cooking. There are many things you can do in your life with that passion to make something of it. And if you intelligently plan and use your passion and the skills you've acquired during the hours and hours and days and weeks that you've practiced your passion, you can make something better of yourself. You don't have to suffer through things that you don't want to do. You can use this to your advantage and include the things that you love to do in your daily lives that can help you at the same time. and can make something better for you at the same time. And that's where I think passion has the utmost advantage and the utmost ability to better our lives. Obviously, you can have the goal of being the number one chef in the world and having a three Michelin star restaurant, and you can take some bad paths to get there. You can make the wrong friends, develop the wrong habits, and twist yourself in a way where once you're the head of that restaurant with the 3 Michelin stars, you don't even recognize yourself anymore. And you really, the last years were a haze, and you really don't know who you are and what you did to be there. Or you can create projects for yourself. You can have Michelin restaurants. You can be something and create something on yourself in that world. Except you're using your passion to truly create your skills and hone your craft to the best of your ability. Let yourself shine with creative ideas and creative cooking. You don't have to revolutionize cooking, but you can revolutionize your own craft and the things you do and love to do. And that in itself is so inspiring for people and so fulfilling for one's soul. Because you're always going to love what you do. You're always going to find that spark sometimes within yourself when you're creating something in the right way, when you're purposefully choosing to do things in the right way. And I think that's the most important thing for us all. To find something that we enjoy and we truly love. To let ourselves be not consumed, but let ourselves be enveloped by our passion and love for something, and allow it to transform us and make us into something better, because we can give something our all with the best intentions. And with the world changing so fast and everything seeming like it's being tailored for a certain audience or generated in mass for consuming, creating something of your own with your own passion and talents for other people to see or other people to enjoy, or just yourself. It doesn't have to be for other people. That is truly special, and that is what passion gives the world. It's what passion allows us humans to create in this ever-changing world, and it's all its grim-filled realities that we know. Passion is something great, and passion can also be our downfall. So I would argue to search within yourself, look at the things you do in your daily life, or search back within yourself, look at the things you used to do and what you maybe left behind once you started to grow up. I know for certain that sometimes I need to look back, or I ask myself, what are my passions? What do I enjoy? For example, a clear case for me is when doing sports is when time seems to stop and fly by. I can do some things, some physical things, and time seems to stop and fly by. But it's always something that you need to ask yourself and be true and honest with yourself. To let your mind wander into the deep crevices of the things you've done and the most honest and covered parts of your mind, where you can find that thing that you truly enjoy and make something of it, even if it's for yourself, to allow yourself to have that outlet in your life and make it your own. So this is just my 2 cents on this topic, because I think most of all and especially in today's day and age, it's something that is so important and so valuable to us and to humanity in general, to have outlets for creativity and outlets where you can allow yourself to, and your talents and your desires and passions, to shine, to truly be out there and shine and make you someone better, someone more experienced and loving and creative and in tune with themselves, which is, I think, something that we all need to be on. But thank you guys for listening to this topic and today's video, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much.